Start it up with the startup.
So I just want to mention one other news item. You know, I know you guys know that I send out preparatory comments to you and kind of a rundown of what we're going to cover on each Brain Trust. And this one was late-breaking news as of this morning that didn't make our list, and it has to do with the advances made at the Washington, D.C. level. Our politicians have finally gotten their act together. This is something near and dear to my heart. And they have updated the U.S. patent system so that we are now in sync with the rest of the world and have given up on the Truman era concept of first to invent, which can be very complicated. It used to be that if you could prove somehow, even after someone else's patent is issued, that you were the first to invent, you could invalidate their patent and get your own patent. Now it is very clear. It's called first to file, and the date upon which you make that filing is the date that your patent coverage will harken back to. So that's a great advancement. There's another really cool advancement that I absolutely love. It'll be relevant, I think, to some of the smallest inventors out there, those who have access to some money. Right now, it takes about $1,000 up to about $1,100 to get a patent filed. And this new Startup America initiative, which is news in and of itself, that the White House has put out to really foster growth of small business and increase exports, et cetera, the opportunity will now exist to fast-track your patent application. So whereas it typically takes 35 months to get your patent issued, it can now take as little as 12 months if you're willing to spend up to $4,000 instead of the $1,100 or whatever it may be. I think this is a great thing for those of us who are trying to sprint to get into the market in a way that is with a defendable position that a patent can allow. So I think that's a great advancement.
100%. I think it's really, I was going to say, I think it's really good to see that the people in Washington are at least looking at some kind of practical issues and examining what really is going to propel small businesses forward to create, you know, the next big thing, whatever that big thing is. And it's a little refreshing. It's taken a long time. I think we've been waiting for years for some action and activity, but it looks like it's going on. On the other hand, I do want to say, and I don't want to get political, we heard in the whole fall all about nation's entrepreneurs, backbone of the economy, and I know because I was talking to some SBA folks last week, they are coming under increased pressure. All of a sudden, they're going to go and chop the SBA budget. The Republicans on the House side are starting to investigate the SBA budget. So we run on the backs of small business, and the minute we seem to get into power, it's going to be like, okay, what can we do to not help small business? And I'm really angry about that.
You know, we need to submit this video to the appropriate people. That's what I say, Reva.
Yes.
Well, I'm headed to D.C. next week to talk to a lot of them, so I'll be sure to pass that message along.
Okay, you better
it's wrong.
You better get your voice. You better get your voice fixed there, Scott. It sounds to me like.
Well, hey, you guys finally found a way to shut me up during the course of the show. Just get me sick as a dog, and we're solid.
Okay.